she turned away. Tried to say that it was me. Now I'm here and I've lost my way. Now I know how it feels. I'm alone again. Tried so hard to make you see, but I couldn't find the words. Now the tears, they fall like rain. I'm alone again without you. Alone again without you. Alone again without you. Alone again without you. I tried so hard to make you see, but I couldn't find the words. Now the tears, they fall like rain. I'm alone again without you. Alone again without you. Alone
Guys, yesterday sucked. As you saw from the beginning, and some of you may say, why does Chris look so familiar? That's because Chris and Wendy, his wife, have been, I believe, almost every single year in one way or the other, come over when all you guys are here for the shoot. Yesterday there was over 100 and something accidents in the area, with 2 fatalities, and unfortunately one of those was my friend Chris. I'm just going to start with a little something that I know he would approve of, because he was a cheap son of a bitch, and if he was here he would totally agree. A bottle of Lambrusco will run you about $4. I'm actually surprised that he didn't prefer what's that other shit that everybody always Boone's Farm. Yeah, I want to say that both Christine and Wendy gave him shit that he should drink Boone's Farm because he could pull it off even cheaper. He was 44 years old, leaves behind an awesome wife. Anybody that has met Wendy knows that if you're going to take a swing at her, you better be prepared to get punched back. A 3-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. My friend, you will definitely be missed. Like Wendy said, how am I ever going to do this without him? you've got me and Christine and one hell of a family. Never forget that. I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. Both me and Chris are big fans of music, and it was pointed out by both of our spouses how it drove them crazy because we pretty much aligned, and that particular song from Dawkins was one of his favorites, and Dawkins in general is just an overall awesome band. Sorry, Mr. Holster. What are we here for? We're here to read your comments. Look at a slutty chick right there. Think about all the things that we could do with this beer, which is Brett Sealeg's Baltic Porter from Uinta Brewing. This one is 8.2%, and we all know it's going to be good. See, I always strive for a little accuracy here. I always go high, so I'm going to go a little low this time, see what happens. Oh, it's a Joey thing. Ooh, it's a little fizzy. It's very fizzy. Hey, that's okay though. Let's let this settle down a little bit. It's not like I don't have anything. And start with some comments. I know, Mr. Holster. It's a record. Whatever. Give Jack my best. And Keck first. Rich Huff here. Cheers. And Keck. Cheers. Foodmaster 212 first. He says it's a 4-way tie, but according to my stats, it is not. Rich again. Good gracious. What an intro and backdrop. Tasty. Aunt Keck. Third glass of McKean bourbon. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Oh. Due to financial constraints at this very moment in time, I was told no. Appleton Estates rum in 3 different levels of expense are at the Keyport. A normal bottle, a bottle of reserve, and a 18, I think it was an 18-year-old, in a tin. So, yeah, it's on my list to give it a try. Jay at Elite Ammunition. Ed, 4th. Emmanuel Garcia. I was thinking about picking that up. That would be the Death by Coconut, and I wish it had a. I wish it was a little closer to 1050, which I saw today is available. I did not get any. I plan on grabbing some before it's all gone, though. This is like pop. Oh, and this is ready. Okay. Only 7 minutes in, Mr. Holster. Actually, it could be more because I could give a fuck about monetization, and I went for another copyright infringement. Okay, it's it honestly does not smell like something I want to drink. it has more of a plastic smell than... It does not smell good. Dark? Hang on, let me top it off so we... all those people that always have a conniption fit because, you know, I didn't give the light test a fair thing. I'm just kidding. No one ever gives a fuck about the light test. Okay. Rolling on Firefly. Low. Yeah, there we are. Medium, high, and turbo. Crazy Scotsman, top to bottom, straight 10, cheers, brother. Thank you. Gillian 426 here, and cheers, Eric. Beer sounds good. Yeah, this, I don't know, this is something does not smell right about this. Let's just hope it tastes a lot better. No. It, tastes like it smells. I'm wondering, I'm just seeing if I mess shit up by having something sweet, but it has a, it's like someone dumped two things together. It has that lambic, sour. It has a heavy light, medium light mouthfeel. First thing you notice is like a sweetness, and then that sour. In the middle, it kind of transitions into more of a roasted malts and a chocolate as it goes away. It's like dumping a lambic, a sour, and like an imperial stout together, and that's what I would imagine it would taste like. And I do not want this to be an hour. Rich, that sounds like a tasty beverage. You could use it to wash down a big kahuna burger. A little PF for you. Ed. Hell yeah, make America great again, Trump train. Absolutely. Mr. Holster, sweet, 30th. You know, don't sell yourself short, Judge. Mr. Holster, minute 41. Thank God, I thought Jack and I were going to have to drive to that liberal hellhole you call a town and kick your ass. No, evidently, that's probably today. Mr. Holster, Jack said he was disappointed. Very disturbing, frankly. Rich, first aid kit, always a good idea. This is why I don't like driving today. Too many people not paying attention. We have so many distractions with our phones, calls, emails, alerts, radio, other passengers. I have my phone synced with my car so I can do I can do anything just by talking. However, I know everyone isn't as fortunate in this regard. I'm surprised there aren't even more accidents than they already are. You know, here's the funny part, Rich. Statistically, there was less accidents. Now, I know someone could probably find some facts and prove me wrong, but I heard on the internet, and you know goddamn well it's true, I heard that there is more accidents now that they have made texting, and in a lot of places even being on your phone in general, illegal while you drive. Because guess what? Everybody's going to fucking do it. You know, it's just like, you know, why does everybody want to get into the... Never mind this. Let's just say, the more you tell someone they can't have it, the more that they want it. And no matter what, I mean, doesn't every one of us? I mean, I don't give a shit. I mean, fine, if you're so higher than thou and you follow the rules and you're right there, more power to you. I would love to say that I've never done anything on my phone. The thing is, it's just every single morning, and usually I try to actually pull over. My Wi-Fi is a fairly powerful. I have a pretty decent Wi-Fi in my house, and I have to get quite a ways away in my truck before my phone disconnects from mommy and goes back to AT&T. Otherwise, like right in the middle, it's like a nightmare. The two like seem like they fight, and then you lose, nothing happens. So usually every morning when I'm leaving, I get a little ways away and then pull over and use my phone, because I usually am arming the smile money rules in effect. Do not disclose too much. Do not tilt your cards for everybody to see. Let's just say I have a few things that I have to take care of when I get a ways from the house. So I try to make sure I'm not moving when that happens. And especially for me, because I'm heading to work now that it's super ass dark. 5:30. Between 5:30, I don't even know when the hell the sun comes up anymore, but I'm well in the darkness. So if you're going to be dicking around with your phone, you're probably lighting up the whole inside of your vehicle, which makes it even easier for the man to see that happening. But making a short story long, I was told that now that they've made it illegal and people are down here so that you don't see your phone, now instead of having it right here where you can probably see your phone and the road at the same time, now your attention has been moved all the way down here. So like always, when the government fucking steps in and tells you what you can and can't do, I know, the intent is there. The intent is good. Try to keep people from killing themselves and other people because they're stupid. But for God's sakes, I've been on the freeway. I have been 70 miles an hour, and I'm driving along, and I'm passing a car, and I look over, and the motherfucker is reading a novel. He's got it out on the steering wheel, reading a fucking novel. And I don't care what anyone else says, because, the same guy that can pull you over and give you, I don't even know what it is, because I have not gotten a ticket, so I don't do it. What it costs for this, I've heard it's like $800, or I don't know, it's fairly expensive to get a ticket for texting and driving. But how is it any different when you pass a cop on the road, in a full drift sideways at like 60 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and that motherfucker is on his computer? I don't know about your area, but our cops have a laptop mounted between the driver seat and the passenger seat, and almost every single time I go past a cop, he's like not even looking where he's going. He's like typing in there. Of course, there's a side of me that wonders what kind of technology exists. As you're coming up on a cop, do they have software that takes a picture of your license plate and immediately, I'm sure it can't be that fast, but I'm sure it could probably exist. I mean, how far are we away from the pre-crime division? There's some movie trivia. Mr. Holster, have you shot the P220 10mm yet? No, I have not. Between some side work, everything going on, and the fact that I unfortunately am not lucky like you, where I can just walk out my back door and shoot, or if you're ammo head, you don't even have to walk out your back door. You just preferably open the door before you shoot. I have quite a distance to go to comfortably do what I would like to do with the camera and blah blah blah. I like to go out to the shack, and that's 45 plus minutes one way. And last weekend I had so much shit going on, and I obviously missed an opportunity because it was beautiful last weekend. 70 degrees, sunny and beautiful. Today I haven't checked lately. It was like 34 this morning when I left the house, and yeah, 34 right now as we speak. And like I said yesterday, we had an absolute nightmare weather here. It wasn't just that nobody knows how to drive on the first day of bad weather. We had a record downfall, and when you couple the ground, the frost isn't in there yet. When you couple that, you are putting a layer of grease on all of the roads. And I guess for me, I didn't have a problem. Even though I went quite a ways, I went on a completely flat surface and didn't have to deal with any hills, or at that time of the morning, any other people. No, I have not shot it yet. I have to shoot the double stack from Fu Master 212. I have the P220. I have new mags for the Matador SKS to verify. I mean, I know the problem with the piston has been fixed, but I don't know. I believe I was having mag problems, and it doesn't surprise me because the only thing I own right now, other than the 2 Tapcos, which I haven't had a chance to shoot yet, is the shit P mags. And they're just garbage. I have not had a chance to get out, obviously, with the G20 with the Venom on it. Also, as an interesting side note or conversation, which I had a discussion last night. I think it was in Blog Radio as opposed to afterwards. Yeah, because Mario was there. Blog Radio is if you could only do one thing or another on a home defense gun, because I do not have a holster that works with this, and being that if I was to holster this up, I would want it in my end design, which would be with the Streamlight TR2 HLG with a flashlight and a laser in it. Then I would have someone make me a custom holster to work the whole thing along with the Venom, because I have a tactical holster that I bought just for this guy, and it doesn't work anymore unless I want to start cutting it apart to give access. So right now it would rest on the Venom all the time, and I don't want to do that. So as you can see from this configuration, thanks to Cadillac V, if I could do only one thing, because I have a flashlight and I have a laser, and if I had to pick one or the other on a home defense gun, I would rather have the laser than the flashlight. First of all, I already have a couple of flashlights on my bedstand. And 2, one of the reasons that law enforcement stopped putting lights on their guns is because that's where people would shoot at the light source. Which, if you see these days, that works too. If you see these days, they hold the flashlight in one hand and have the gun in the other. And I think it was Mario that pointed out, well, someone could, like, now you have less control over the gun and they could knock it out of your hands. Well, if that's the case, then I'm just going to beat their fucking ass with the flashlight. This is where, as individuals in a free state, at least until the libtards fuck it up for us, you choose what you want to do. Personally, I would, if I had the means of making it happen right now, I would do the Streamlight with the flashlight and the laser, and this would be a complete package, and that's where it would go. Lots of ammo, heavy hitting, hollow points, Venom, laser, flashlight, all in one with the Streamlight. But I don't have that as an option right now, and until I can do that, I would rather have the laser on it, because I would still have the frickin' flashlight with me. Maybe I have one hand on the gun. Maybe I would only have one hand on the gun anyway, as opposed to, it's like, I still appreciate and hold in high regards anything from Mario. Definitely knows a lot more about the situation than me. I'm just saying my personal preference is, if I could only do one or the other, which is the scenario at this moment in time, it's the laser. There's a lot of evidence that shows how some situations are diffused by lasers. I'm sorry, me personally, maybe these crooks are really stupid, and having a gun aimed at you isn't enough to say don't fuck with this guy, but to see a dot on them evidently is more better. So until I can afford to get the Streamlight, the flashlight and the green laser in it, I choose a laser over a flashlight on this gun. Not to mention, when I set it down, no matter how I set it down, the laser doesn't come on and stay on and drain the battery down to nothing like the flashlight that I have does. Dillian 426. Love the eagle and flag figure. I think it's pretty sick. Ben N 20 Kapow, one of my favorite beers. It is good. Like I said, if I had the magic wand, well, Joey's mom says I do, I would thicken it up a little bit. That's what she said. JR10, that is one sweet eagle light. Love it. Thank you, my friend. Again, a big thank you. I might as well just plug it in. I don't know if you'll be able to really see it doing shit with the light at this moment in time, but really say thank you to my buddy Greg for sort of to my buddy Greg for giving that to me, because he knows I'm a patriot motherfucker. Ed, laughed my ass off. Wet TV, love it. JR10, as for Hasman, my AR sight of choice right now is a Holosun 503 series of red dots. Say amen to that. I would, if I had the Holosun, it would be on here over this. As a matter of fact, if anybody is interested in the Vortex here, the Vortex Strikefire, let me know, because I would use the proceeds to get the Holosun. Me and JR10 have already had this discussion, and people with aging eyes and how these, you know, a younger guy says, man, that's a crisp little dot you have there in your EOTech, and I look at it and it looks like a red Q-tip. The Holosun, the way they do it is even better. For JR10 says that it looks awesome. I thought the one that Christopher had is awesome. They have solar, and there's just so many features on them. They look awesome. Let me just continue reading. Maybe for all I know, he's about to say everything I just did. And for those that want a little bit more meat on top of their rifle, you could go with the Vortex Razor AMG HU1 holographic sight. It is like it's like having a living room window on your rifle. Pretty bulky though. Thank you, JR10. Joey Cuz, you Galak fag boy. No, Joey, but I understand. I blame my obsession, or at least my... Okay, I won't call it an obsession, because I could walk away from Galak in a heartbeat and easily carry Smith & Wesson, Springfield. I could give you a whole list of shit. My Walther, the Navy edition. There's so many options that I could go with over a Glock. But, like Nyhap said, because I don't have any regrets, but I hold him responsible for my Glock problems. The thing with this is they are accurate and reliable. Are they pretty? about the only thing that gets uglier than a Glock is a high point. Sorry, the Real Cobra Burnout. It is not a beautiful gun. Now, you can do things to this that might bring your blood pressure up a little bit. You know, you send it off to Mark at JoJo's, and when it comes back, you could send it to Stephen Bush and send him a suitcase full of money and say, trick this out, what you think is cool, and then send it back to me. I mean, no, Stephen doesn't do the stuff, but he definitely knows a thing or two about some of the places. But you know, for me right now, with that suitcase of money, it would go to Mark at JoJo's for several things. Be able to put suppressor sights on it. Let's see, the dream for this is a magwell. Cut the slide so that the venom mounts directly to it, and forward, put suppressor sights on it, and a threaded barrel, and then do some sick-ass cuts into the slide to make it a one-of-a-kind, and then the titanium nitride coating on all of the parts. And I'm good with pimp gold color. Joey, look at you saving the children. You do what you gotta do, Joey. Joey, yes. Myself and whiskey equals more fun. Oh, man. Aunt Keck, I like to taste her coconut buns. Aunt Keck, shit, I meant my kryptonite. 3 cream de mint goodnight. And if we don't see another comment from him, that was the case. Rich, Trump train, indeed. Indeed. It was $11 for this beer, and I think it's the only reason I continue to drink it. God damn it, and there's over half of it left. Rich, November 4th I'll be shooting my guns no matter what happens. I have to work this coming weekend again, but I'll be taking off on the 4th since I can't carry at work. Bring it, bitches. Real cool burnout. I got your 7.5-inch barrel. Rich again. You're killing me with the ultra delicious 5.7. To me, that is the end all, be all, mother humper. Yeah, see, Rich, I don't want to unnecessarily tease you, but I just happen to be, because I'm not at work. I know some people, I know I've had this conversation. You know, you have what I have invested in this, and you'd probably say, I don't even know if I'd ever even take it out of my safe. Well, guess what? Especially after the events of yesterday. Please, if you are hearing me at 30 plus minutes into the review, if you have children, if you have loved ones, life is very precious and short. I've said this before. There's so many fucking cunty people out there that act like they don't get to live forever. Well, you don't. And you don't know if the morning that you kiss your wife, girlfriend, or in this case, if you're Joey and you kiss Heffy 67 goodbye, that you may not see them again. So, for me, I am going to carry and use and enjoy whatever the fuck I want. And I don't have any safe queens, safe kings. I am going to shoot and enjoy. The guns that run, feel the best, and get my little tactical heart going pitter-patter will be the ones that I will carry. Since this has been back from Jay at Elite Ammunition, it has been flawless. So there's no reason not to carry it. Not to mention, plus one-ing it gives you 21 rounds of anti-American protesting little bitch stoppers. No, no, liberal cunt stains. I don't carry an FN57 with armor-piercing rounds because I want to do harm to a cop. I want to do harm to anyone that wants to do harm to me. End of story. But then again, as you can see, go ahead and find any form. Again, thank you, Jay at Elite Ammunition. I'm only going to point this out because, you know, this gun has been carried. I carry this every single day. Right now I'm carrying the G22 as my work gun, and as soon as I come home and on weekends, this is on my side. Here you go. It's in a holster on my side, and that's actually part of the print. It's actually not it wearing away, because if it was wearing away, you'd actually see black and not blue, so that's actually part of it. Find any signs of wear on this. Not to mention, to be totally honest, if it did, I'd just send it back to Jay and he'd hydro dip it in another color, maybe just so he fucking gives it up. Next time around I'll do the skull print on it. So that's a gun that gets done a lot. Meanwhile, I don't know what's on the SIG. I've had the SIG. I carried the SIG exactly one day, and I don't know at what point in its existence that it happened, but maybe I doubt it's part of the print. Focus, you piece of shit camera. There's that. There's that. And this is a gun that has seen one day of holster use, and to be honest, I don't remember if it looked like that when I got it from Ed, but that's just a for instance. You want to have something hydro dipped? Like I said, I'm assuming that this is hydro dipped, but I don't know if it was like that out the door or not. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'm just gonna fuck. It's probably one of the heaviest guns. This and the 1006 are the same exact weight, but again, they're single stack guns, so they lose by default to anything that holds more ammo. But going off of what I said, I'll carry anything. I don't give a shit how it looks, how much it costs, or whatever. If it runs and it gets the little tactical heart going, I'm going to carry it. Mario. Hey. Mario, thanks for calling, man. Awesome. Blog Radio was a blast last night with my little Jer Bear. Rich again, sounds like a great beer, delicious brew, babe. And what music is this? What the fuck? Rich, another fine review, brother. Even if you forgot the correct music at the end. Cheers, my friend, and be safe up there. I didn't have the correct music? There was alcohol involved. Bulwark, 1911. Almond Joy in a Can. Stephen Bush. If any of the libdicks use an AR in their revolution, isn't that hypocritical? I just hope they all use bolt guns with no assault weapon characteristics. Well, you would hope. Who the hell? Some liberal? I don't remember who sent me the link now. I apologize. Some liberal posted, what if the shooter in Vegas put a bump fire stock on a sniper rifle, and the gun pictured was a bolt action rifle? Bulwark, still smiling and still standing for the anthem every time. Daddy Trump loves you. Amen. Joey Cuz, my P226 would have failures to extract. When I sent it back, they changed the extractor and the spring. The P238, on the other hand, would have failures to extract, like primer strikes, and sometimes with stovepipe. When I sent that back, they changed the recoil spring, the magazine, and sear spring. When looked it up online, they were the three most common problems with the gun. If you have one that was produced, I think, before 2010. Okay, Joey, thank you. I appreciate that, because I was wondering. Wait, Big Banana Papa. I use AdBlock Pro, so I don't see any ads, so fuck all of them. Yes, I love a little extra meat on them bones. Thicker will get you there quicker. I gotta get with Ammo Head and see if we can get Wet and the Wet Nookie Network going. It's a beautiful thing to imagine. Yeah. I'd love to be a producer at Wet. See what I did right there? The DFC. Dude, you shorten your thing up. I don't even know when you did that. Instead of it saying the Dick Face Cobra, now it just says the DFC. Hi, POF Rev vid coming soon. Just getting everything set up. Haven't even shot it yet. Might this weekend. You know, we got to get together. I mean, maybe that's the only way this is going to happen. This weekend, Jeremy, Pre-Dawn Death, and his lovely significant other, also known as the Shine Blowtorch, they were supposed to be here. And due to being that they're in farm country, they had to. I hope the weather was better down there than it was here. But you know, need to get some guys together, because I see that is going to be the only way. Just have to pack everything up and get motivated, because I'd rather go find out how these guns perform when you're not standing in a snowdrift. But then again, taking the screens out of the hunting shack and shooting from a heated place is cool. It's just a little bit louder. The Crazy Scotsman whiskey. Aren't you quaint? You know, I've had a lot of good things from Uinta, and I'm not exactly sure that what has gone wrong here. Oh, sorry, it's my money. today so far, trying to knock out a bunch of stuff. Of course, they're going to happen over a few days, but I did a support video for Right to Bear Customs. He's 50 subs, but right now he's at 143, and he's giving away a really nice custom holster, and he does custom holster work. And my tack pack video, there's there's 4 things in the box. One of them is a patch, so it's not like that really counts. JP Springs reliability kit. I put them in the pistol build, and an X-Tack adjustable grip. Had them before, thought it was a little dainty. This one feels like it's a little bit more beefy, so I did that, which is this guy right here. Pistol angle 17 degrees, plus it's all set up for Antifa. And the JP Springs in there. That's got a one of my polished mil-spec triggers, and I got that down to 3.5 pounds, and with the JP Springs in there, I'm now sitting at 2 pounds 11 ounces. And the other thing that was in the box was this pretty snazzy looking ceramic blade and 100% carbon fiber grips. Makes this thing like, this is like, seriously, Stephen Bush, you could come over and blow me. And I'd hold this in my hand while you blew me. Very, very light. They say that this is from Bastion, and they say that this is a $92 value knife. I don't want to be an instigator because, you know, I always let you guys know, since doing the tack pack video, which is fine because, you know, I don't want to piss off the boys at Tack Pack, but for you guys, just let it be known. Go to Amazon and look up Charade knives. I think it might be the Model 400 or the Model 401. Just happens to be a knife very similar to this one, with a ceramic blade and carbon fiber grips, for, I believe, $34. When Tardisia sent me the paramilitary, I thought this was a light knife, which it is. Very light, very fucking sexy knife. With I really like the fact that the lock, or should I say, unlock mechanism. Of course, you can also use it to. It's like, you know, this is me looking at that, and then Joey's mom. Thought that was light. This thing's even lighter. My hollow point. I always find work stories so interesting, and I can tell you do too. You know, Mama always said if you don't have something good to say, it's best not to say anything at all. Tardisius, I would sub to the wet channel. Trump train. Wow. I just put more than a shot in here, right? I can't even taste it. John Solar 283. Wowza wowza woo woo. How is she doing? Smile money. Our police must be superior. Because an accident like that, there would be 10 or more cars on scene within 3 municipalities in less than a minute. Exactly. Exactly. I hate to ever stand here and say something negative about the law enforcement, but I'm shitting you. Well, actually, I'm not shitting you. Well, I think I did shit a little. I'm not kidding when I say after 15 minutes, the only person there was one squad, and the fucker never even got out of his car. I mean, wouldn't you normally come rolling in, fucking tires squealing, lights on? None of this was happening, not even the lights on. I mean, he pulled up like he was like leaving a fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Rolls around, drives past the side of the bus where the accident happened, not where the kids were. Pulls around, parks behind the car that hit the bus, turns his lights on, and then proceeds to sit in there for another good, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. Superior, Wisconsin, your police, fire, and ambulance, I'm sorry to say, you are all an embarrassment to an accident involving anybody, let alone a bus of children. Hazman 440, the figurine looks great lit up, thanks. And my hollow point, responding back to Hazman, he saved a busload of school kids from a fiery death, and you want to talk about a lit up sign. Let me tell you how I feel about Chuck. Mama always used to say, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Gillian 426, I got the cops called out by neighbors to my road. Why? Because it sounded like a war zone with all the shooting I was doing on the 25th. Yeah, but you don't tell how it went. I mean, did the cops thank you? Did you let them grab a gun and have a go of their own? Did you do some whiskey shots with them? Smile money, $3,500 for 140 views. That's about $25 per view. I think I would get a half page in the Philadelphia Inquirer and promote my channel locally. Laugh out loud. Well, you know, it is what it is. Jade Elite Ammunition, I have a chocolate bar for you, buddy. Crazy Scotsman, Trump Train, America Cowbell. Crazy Scotsman, I do have a contact at Hollison. Let me know what you're looking for, and I'll see what I can do. I will. Crazy Scotsman, great review, brother. Cheers. Sharky762, another fine brew babe. You are on a roll, my friend. What? Oh, hi. Here, you should try this because it really fucking sucks. You didn't buy it for me. Thanks. What do you think of that? It's not a beer. First of all, what do you think of the weight?
It's deceiving. I thought it was going to be heavier.
It's a ceramic blade and carbon fiber grips. Oh, it's not Brad Thomas sharp, but it's sharp. Yeah. So that qualifies.
For what?
Well, I had a pan in on there, and there's like a 6-pack on the ground.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, here, another one for your collection.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
you drinking wine already?
Yeah, because it turns out that Christopher was onto something versus this shit, even though he's a cheap motherfucker. Okay, I told them the story, but you can verify. Didn't the two of you give him shit one night, telling him the only way he could step down lower than this was Boone's Farm? I mean,
Yeah.
something like, why are you not buying Boone's Farm?
Yeah. Because he was giving us shit, I think, when we were talking about our Vegas trip when we were drinking Boone's Farm for breakfast.
The biggest joke with Chris was what it would actually take to get that wallet open.
Yep.
You know, having said that, he was pretty much working his ass off to get out of credit card debt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather stay somewhat in debt. Just saying. But yeah, there's
Every time I made the lasagna or we had pasta, he'd bring the Lambrusco.
yeah, if you made the comment, hey, spaghetti or lasagna with her red sauce, they would, I think the two of them would do whatever it took to clear the schedule out and come on over. What'd you do with the kids tonight? They were at home watching TV, lighting something on fire, playing with broken glass, and I think there was a shotgun in the room. But we're here with the Lambrusco. Yeah, we brought a pan of lasagna over for Chris, or Wendy yesterday, and unfortunately it kind of had almost a backfire thing.
Yeah.
We were trying to make sure that she had food, to make sure that, you know, no matter how stressful it got, she just could go to the refrigerator or the freezer, pull something out and cook it, and have something for her, little Chris, and Nina.
Uh-huh.
And the first thing is she frickin' breaks down crying because it was Chris's absolute favorite thing, her lasagna. And he didn't get any from the shoot this year.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, they were here for food.
They came for the shoot. They came for the food. They came for dinner. And I sent him home with some lasagna. I gave him extra lasagna. And all I remember the last thing was when I saw him was he was grinning from ear to ear and he said thanks.
Yeah, that's right. They
Yeah.
were here for quite a while this year.
Yeah, they sat. They talked to everybody.
So if you were here this year,
He most likely talked to him or saw him sitting around the campfire.
Christopher's usually kind of quiet and collected. I mean, you start talking. I mean, if you happen to say, "Hey," if you were to walk up to Chris and say, "Hey, what do you think of docking?"
Oh yeah.
But Wendy, on the other hand, and she'll. I told them. I said she's a force you don't want to reckon with. She's
That's why we're friends. Best friends at that.
that fuse is already burning. Jay at Elite Ammunition, love the beer check, classic pinup style. Sharky 762. Well, there's plenty of scope rings with pick rails on the upper sections. That red dot will be an epic close quarters option on those scoped rifles. In case you need it, once again, better to have it and than to need it and not have it. Absolutely. Jade, Elite Ammunition, thank you for the kind words. Getting all sorts of homo feelings for you now.
I'm just looking at my cork. I'm just checking it out.
What the fuck?
He was crooked. I'd fix him.
Oh, well,
He's all good.
I don't care what you do with your cock.
Your cock's hanging upside down.
But he's looking at your cock's ass. If you... Oh my god. Jay, let's just keep those homo feelings going. Sharky, up close and personal engagements are, or they should be, like pointing your strong hand index finger. No need for half-inch bullseye groups. Hitting a 12 by 15 inch circle at 7 to 10 yards, constantly shooting like that is already way too much precision. Sharky, I'll go and blow on my wrist while I try to shove the 226 up my ass. Doing that help makes it feel good. I don't know where he's going. I remember what comment I made. At least that's what I've been telling girls for years. Must be a good time across the pond. Actually, if he ever makes it over here.
What country is he in? Sweden? Norway? Finland? Iceland? I don't know. Where? You're laughing at me because I'm throwing out suggestions and you can't even tell me?
The Netherlands.
Okay, I didn't know. Is it in the same neck of the woods?
As in on the other side of the pond?
Well, is it in the same neck of the woods as the Scandinavian countries?
I think so. I didn't know there was going to be a quiz.
They're always...
Now he's going to rip on me. If he's ever over here, though...
Yes?
I want him to cook one meal. We'll do lasagna and some of the shit that he cooks and sends me the pictures for. It's not even fair. Of course, you know, he's teasing like 7 hours before a meal, so I kind of get that shit like even before we've had lunch. Looks pretty good though. Sharky, oh crap. Thought I would feel the urge to comment again, but I was wrong. Like Matt, I look at the nipples and then add to your fears. Those are real nipples and they are on screen. Hashtag full homo. Oh, just in time for Ammohead. Ammohead73. I was at the grocery store a few weeks ago. The couple in front of me had a cart full of groceries. They paid with their food stamp card. It was over $200, I know, because I asked the cashier when I paid for my $40 worth of stuff and walked out seeing them getting into their Cadillac Escalade with their spinner wheels and monkey music blaring. Piss me off to no end. No, I understand. And Ammohead again. You can't gamble on BET channel. It's called BET. Bet. I don't understand what its purpose is. However, the wet channel would be endless content. Waterfalls, rivers, vaginas, beautiful sunsets over the ocean, etc. It's a new channel I want to start. Wet. Well, we got bet. Why can't I have wet? White Entertainment TV. See?
Yeah, keep digging. You want a bigger shovel?
No, this is my... tell her! This is my idea! White Entertainment TV. Wet.
Bullshit.
Watch the last brew review.
That's not why you want to call it wet. Not White Entertainment TV.
She could be our mascot.
No. Stop.
It's too loud, you're too old. Would you look at the shitter on that critter?
Oh my god. That's something my cousin would say.
Which one?
Christina.
Oh, she's so sick. I hope she never comes down again. When's she going to be here?
She's coming in June. I'm telling her you said that.
Ah, she's a psycho. Did she do a brew review with me? Oh, she didn't want to be on... She never wants to be on... No, she did, didn't she? She just wasn't on camera.
I don't know. Maybe you got... Did you get Trish to do Trish would.
I gotta get, I don't even care. She can stand right here because just her smart ass mouth is just, we don't need to actually see her. Well,
Yeah, you won't get her on camera.
she's a pain in the ass. It's too loud, you're too old. Again. Another awesome review, brother. Someday we'll have to meet up and just rip up those roads. Cheers, my friend. Yeah, we need a couple bikes before that happens. Be on my scooter. You'll be on your fucking stretched out Willie G special. And there'll be a person following behind you throwing sand on the road for the oil trail.
Keep digging. Pretty soon I'll have enough to bury that dirt over your head.
J-Dog here. J-Dog.
Jeez.
Saw that on my way home, the accident. J-Dog, Superior Police Department is useless. I agree. Hornet Fixer, he says, oh my God, I want you so badly right now. Muzzle First, liberalism is a brain lobotomy. It's not a disorder, it's a lobotomy. Muzzle First, libtard revolution don't start till 1 p.m. after the morning crack pipe wears.
Oh, I thought it was after they went to Starbucks.
Well, okay, so that's 2 p.m. The crack pipe wears off, it's 1. Then they go to Starbucks and they order their light mocha cappuccino, double shot, extra sweet, caramel,
Soy milk.
soy milk, because that is better for you. Yeah, the two of you are right. You are there, but it's like an hour later than what you're thinking. Real Cobra Burnout has a huge cock. Trust me, I know. See what he did right there? Her cock is Slimer green. I'm hitting the refresh button. Oh my God. I said this wasn't going to go too long. The DFC. Hashtag Chuck Dick Cowbell. Oh, I can do that. And that brings us to the end of...
It looks like it was going to fall off.
It's on a freaking magnet.
Okay, well, it wasn't in the center.
Okay, see? Okay, this is...
Don't do that. Thanks for muzzle sweeping me.
You're worried about the cowbell falling off? This is 100 rounds of ammo and a rifle.
Okay, then I took it back and I said it was off center.
I got something off...
It's crooked.
I got something off-centered and crooked for you. Chiclets. And I did not muzzle sweep you. If I muzzle swept you, I would have done this. Do you need a kiss right now?
Can I just kick you in the balls right now?
Okay, we need to quickly discuss this and go because it's been over a fucking hour.
Yeah. We got stuff to do here.
Sea Legs Baltic Porter.
Is that the one that you bought today?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
You want to try it?
No. You don't seem that impressed with it.
Okay, you have to try it. Because this will be the one time I'm not screwing with you, and I'm actually looking for a legitimate, that fucking sucks.
No.
No, this is terrible. Try it. Don't go off of the smell, because the taste is the same.
It smells like shit. Now you want me to taste shit?
Yeah.
No.
No. A little bit.
No.
No, just a...
No.
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 You have to.
No. I'm going to drop this glass. Here it goes.
Okay, I know. I believe her. Okay, let me just put this to your head. I think I've had you try some Lembics. They're a sour beer, but usually a little on the sweet side, and that's where it ends. This is mixing one of those with a deep, dark, imperial stout.
Not a good combination.
You know what I haven't had the opportunity to use in a while?
I didn't know, but can you're over an hour.
I know. I can't put the bottle in here because the bottle's too big. I have no plans on finishing this. So,
What the heck's on the bottle? Is that supposed to be an octopus or a squid? Squid?
it's, I guess, a squid.
I know they came in purple. Red.
No. No. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, because there actually is a tomorrow. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love, and never leave pissed off. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Lars.
Except for Lars. Fuck Lars.
Don't pick on that poor man.
No, fuck Lars.
Don't do that.
Ammohead can fuck Lars.
No, no, no. Oh, God.
All of a sudden I want to drink it.